Hey, hey. So Shannon Arbuckle here, and I want to share with you my big why for the reason I got back into entrepreneurship. I am 52 years old and I am living life better than I ever have. So I could just coast from here on out, right? But I decided there's just more in me than that. I don't know if you're in that same place. Maybe you're an empty nester mom and you're just a little bored, or you just know there's more inside of you. I mean, chasing the grandkids around is great, but maybe there's just something more. So if that's you, then feel free to join me on this journey that I have recently begun. Um, the reason that I decided to come out of my comfort zone and start working on these videos is because I wanted to take on the challenge of being able to be consistent. And the reason being consistent is important to me is because I have a big vision and a big goal that I want to reach. So let me share that with you. I hate poverty. Like, I believe if poverty were not part of the picture in this life, in this earth life, people wouldn't do half of the horrible things that they do. So there are, just as an example, there are certain parts of the world where women have children and they cannot afford to take care of these children. And they take their little boys out of the mountains down into the city and sell them as sex slaves. Now, how horrible is that? It's horrible that they're in that situation. And if poverty was not a thing, they wouldn't have to do that, right? I mean, isn't that true? These little children that live in abandoned buildings in other parts of the world, they all come together and they congregate at 6 and 7 years old. They're living in these abandoned apartment buildings because they're orphans. If poverty didn't exist, that situation wouldn't exist. The woman who has to basically prostitute her body in America to a sleazy landlord because she's working three jobs and still can't afford to pay the rent on her mobile home, you know? And then he's like, well, we can work something out. And she ends up having to prostitute herself so her children won't be homeless. This is sad, ridiculous, and shameful. It should not be. And it doesn't have to be that way. When people that have a purpose and a drive can get out of their comfort zone, can give up just a little bit of the Netflix and the football games or whatever it is, just give up a little bit of that and build a business that has a purpose. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about building my business that has the purpose of helping end child starvation, of helping empower women to be able to take care of their children, helping empower women to, live their best life and be able to hold on to their dignity. And if that interests you, then subscribe below to my YouTube channel and follow me this through this journey, because I would love to lock arms with you. If you're that kind of person who can't just sit on the couch because, your kids are gone. You can't do that. You can't go to sleep at night knowing that there are children that need help. You just can't do that. If you're that kind of person, then lock arms with me and let's go change this together. Let's build businesses of purpose, and let's take this on. Yes, it's daunting, but who cares? Anything that's worth something is going to be difficult, but it doesn't have to be impossible. So thanks for taking a moment to listen today. I'll be back with more, and I hope you have a blessed day. I hope something woke up in you from this, and if it did, I'd love to hear from you below. Thanks, and we'll talk soon.